Hey there, and thank you for joining me on the Retro Game Couch. And in today's video, we're going to check out this smart LED frame. They sell these pre-installed with things like a Game Boy Color, a PlayStation controller, things like that. And it makes it look really premium. It has multicolor LEDs, which we should be able to control with an app. And in this video, we're going to check it out. So, let's go. First of all, I want to mention that the build quality is really good. I think it's really nice that they put in the extra effort to make it look like it's turned on. So there's a little paper cutout behind the screen. The first thing I'd like to do is see what makes this tick. So let's open it up. Alright, so I have the connector coming in here on this side. Then some wiring to an LED strip, a diffuser, and then a wire goes up here and goes to another LED strip and a diffuser. After lifting up the diffuser, you can see a little module here. Opening it up a little bit further, there's definitely a Wi-Fi chip here and an antenna and some GPIO pins. This is how it lets you connect via Wi-Fi and then control these 6 multicolored LEDs here on the bottom, and there are 6 on the top as well. To configure the smart frame, we need a smartphone. It can be either Android or iOS, and as you can see, I'm currently connected to my home network, but there is a network called NerdNostalgie. And if we click on that and connect with the password nerd1234, like this, and connect, then it will say I will need to open the guest portal. And the guest portal is actually the configuration tool. So if we click on red, it turns red or purple or green. So that's really cool, but for this method we always need to connect to the Wi-Fi of the smart frame. But we can also connect the smart frame to our home Wi-Fi, and for that we do config, Wi-Fi setup, and then here I put in my home network, and after filling in the SSID and the password we go to the bottom and click on save and connect. And now the frame will connect to my home Wi-Fi, and we can continue to the next step. And for that we need to disconnect from the NerdNostalgie Wi-Fi and connect to our home Wi-Fi. The next thing you need to do is go to the Play Store or the App Store and search for the app called WLED. That is this one, I already have it installed. And on this screen you need to click the plus and click on Discover Lights. And it will look for lights on the same Wi-Fi as my phone. And as you can see, it says NerdNostalgie Game Boy found. So we click on this, we can now control it. There's a lot to configure in the app, but let me show you my favorite things. Here you can set 3 colors. For example, if you pick color 1, pink, color 2, let's go for cyan, color 3, yellowish. Here you can pick how these colors should be used by the different effects. Let's just go for default and go to the effects tab. Let me turn down the lights a little bit more so we can see this better. Let's try fire. As you can see, this effect uses its own color scheme, separate from the colors that I just picked, which makes sense, of course. What about heartbeat? That's really nice. Solid glitter. So I have the intensity a bit low so we can make the LEDs a bit brighter. Twinkle cat. Anyway, there are a lot of effects and that's really cool. With segments you can program your own effects. Effectively there are 6 LEDs here and 6 here, and you can program each segment independently, which is nice. If you pick some colors and an effect, you can save it as a preset, because if you power it off and then power it on again, it will go back to the default color. And if you have multiple frames on the same network, you can make them sync, which is really nice. And clicking timer will make the smart frame turn off after an hour. You can also control the smart frame with Alexa. I don't have an Alexa, so I can't show you that, but it does support that, which is really nice. But I think I will set it to solid myself. and then just pick a color that is satisfying to look at. I think I like this the best, just plain white. So this was a closer look at the LED smart frame made by a guy called Martin. He sells them on his own website. His company is called NerdNostalgie, and he sells them pre-configured like this with a Game Boy or a Super Nintendo controller. But you can also contact him and have him make you a custom frame. Anything that fits inside the frame, well, actually goes. He even sells the frames without anything in them, so you can make your own. And this is a really cool way to highlight a few of your items in your retro collection. I'm sure this is going to look really cool in my retro game room. So for now, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, that helps the channel out a lot. Thank you very much if you're a patron, that's really awesome. And for now, I hope to see you next time on the Retro Game Couch.